Hey, everybody. So, I just went to see Undertone, and I'm going to do a quick review on it as I drive home. Okay, so we'll see. I'm still in the parking lot, so the lights of the theater may be lighting me up enough to see me. But if we get out of here and it's too dark, I'll just switch to, and I'll probably just end up doing anyway, switching to the sorry, the view from street view or front view, whatever you want to say it. Let me make these turns real quick, buddy. Let's see. But now you're still seeing pretty well because I'm still in the street lights shit. But I really enjoyed it. I was wary because two main reasons is first, audio horror is really hard to do well. Jeez, buddy, slow down. And second, I have hearing loss, so there's that. This idiot right behind me. Fucking idiot. Flying down the fucking driveway and right behind me. The mental maturity of a 5-year-old, but that's not surprising. Dumbass. Does he notice it? Does he have his real lights on? What a fucking moron. Anyway, this is not about stupid drivers. There's as many of those as there are. But I really enjoyed it. Said, audio horror is hard to do, to get done right or done well, and I have hearing loss to begin with. So, of course, I had my hearing aids on. I need to turn those down a little bit, actually, or turn them on to the. Hold on, I gotta do that real quick. I said turn them off. Crap. Huh. I'm having technical because I'm trying to pay attention to the lights and everything and do all that at the same time. Pay attention to driving more than anything. But anyway, I enjoyed it. It is slow burn. It's slow burn until probably the last good 45 minutes. And it does pick up as it goes on too. So I will give it. Jesus Christ, even not run a red light. People cannot fucking drive. Jesus Christ. Oh, of course I couldn't see that because is facing me. Fuck. Jeez. Anyway, besides the people that cannot fucking drive, for fuck's sake, I mean, seriously. Another person just ran a red light. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, come on. This is turning from a video about a movie to why the people can't fucking drive. Anyway, so I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was really well done. Slow burn for sure, but I enjoyed that one well done. That's another one that's really hard to do because you don't want to bore your audience, so you always run the risk of that. But I think it reminded me a lot of, and I was hoping it would, sitting down, at night and listening to, the scariest audio recordings or audio files on YouTube, like compilations of that. It had a reminiscence of that, but it didn't feel like it was just relying on that or using it as a crutch to, make its own movie. It did make its own movie. It felt original, felt new, to a point. I mean, nothing feels super original anymore. You're never going to get that super original anymore. But, as much as you can. I thought this was pretty well done in that regard. The sound design is really well done. The acting from both leads, because one, you only see two characters on screen at any point in time. One doesn't do much. I don't want to spoil too much. One doesn't do much, and one's the main girl from the trailers. And then her podcast partner, you only hear the people on the audio recordings that they're listening to. So all of the people that did all the audio recordings, especially the people who, were doing made the spooky audio recordings, they did really well with their, voice acting and the sound design on it is spot on. So for that aspect, it was really good. I think I want to go ahead and switch over. Here we go. Oops, I got to get back to. There we go. And yeah, so audio sounds really good. Acting is, it's not something that's going to blow you away or anything. It's not this super Oscar-worthy performance, but it doesn't need to be, and it's still very good. The actress, I'd have to look her name up. She does a very good job of it, especially as at first she's always a skeptic. She's trying to laugh at everything off, and she's slowly that seed of doubt gets into her mind. That seed of doubt of, what if this is real? What if I've been wrong this entire time? And she gets scared, and you can tell that she's afraid. Well, obviously she's not afraid; she's acting. But you know what I mean. You can tell the character is afraid. Is what I'm getting at. But it was very atmospheric. Again, I love when sound design is done so well, because sound design can be so phenomenal in a horror movie. But I was overall really impressed. I will say it does take a little bit to get started, because it is slow burn, and it doesn't go into any real new territory. I don't want to get into what it ultimately is, but it's something we've seen before. And you'll probably guess it pretty early on in the movie what the theme is, because there's a lot of imagery that suggests to it. And hold on, let me make this turn. But it didn't feel, again, like it was, this is just, want to use this aspect and I want to have it cliched and overdone. No, it did feel at least somewhat new and original. But yeah, I have to say this. This is a movie that is pretty much required that you see it the first time in the theater. Or, at the very least, you have a very high-tech surround sound system in your home. Because it's just like when you're listening to, a scary audio recording on YouTube or whatever, and they're really well done, really well edited, and you'll hear something and you'll know it's on the recording, but you're still like, look to your left, or look to your right, like, what the fuck is that coming from inside the house? It's not, but it goes into your mind, it plays tricks on your mind, and it runs away with your imagination. And that's what this movie did, because she's hearing it in the room that she's in the house she's in, and you're hearing it somewhere in the fucking theater beside you. And I just thought that was exceptionally done. Exceptionally effective. And just really, I love that, because it's like any horror movie or any of those things on YouTube. Yeah, I get into them, but I do, obviously the movies aren't real, but even the ones on YouTube, they're supposed to be real. I take them all with a grain of salt. And at the end of the day, I say they're probably not true. I can't guarantee that, obviously. I can't disprove or debunk anything like that. But I know in all likelihood they're not true. However, that doesn't mean that you can't have fun with it. You can't get into, the atmosphere of it. You can't get yourself in the zone of where you basically pretend to believe it so much that you get into it, and you in some way to believe it. Then at the end again, like, no, it's obviously not. It's most likely not true. And there's that aspect to it as well. But really well done. I enjoyed it. I definitely recommend it. I definitely recommend seeing it in theaters. Go see it in theaters, or it's probably not gonna have the same effect. You still might like it, but it's not going to be, at least if you're going to watch it at home, again, have a really good surround sound system, or have high quality headphones that can get you into that. But yeah, I love when I'm just sitting there and I'm just glued into the movie and it's really on the edge of my seat. I'm just I'm not quite riding white knuckled. I don't really do that much, but still, just really into it, really in the zone. And this movie really nailed that, especially in the last 45 minutes or so, when things go absolutely fucking crazy. But yeah, if it sounds like a movie that you would like, I highly recommend it. I don't want to overpraise it, but this is just my thoughts. And so I don't know what's coming up next that I really want to see. No, I do and I don't. Let's see here. Did I get my mail today? Let's go check that. So the previews that I saw the last couple of times because I went to see The Bride the other day, and I really like that as well. Probably not going to do a full review on that, but whatever. Let me get my mail if I have any. I do not. I may have already gotten it. I don't remember. But I know, so I wasn't that impressed with the previews. I need to see the first Ready or Not because the second one coming out. It looks interesting enough to, if the first one is really good, I'll see the second one in theaters. If I like it all right, then I'll wait till DVD. But my next biggest one, and I'm trying not to get too hyped up about this one, trying not to have too much faith in it, but Hokum, because Damon McCarthy so deserves the spotlight. And this is the end of the review for Undertone. I'm going to go quick into this. But Caveat was really good. Oddity was fucking phenomenal. And this looks to be good. So Hokum is the next one that I'm really, really looking forward to. Oh, I like that. That's kind of a bit of a creepy shot. But anyway, Hokum's the next one I'm really looking forward to. That's on May 1st. So we got roughly a month and a half or so. And then I'll probably do the same thing. I'll probably go see that and then do a drive home and, record it. But anyway, anywho, those are my thoughts on Undertone. And, of course, gotta represent favorite studio. Some of the best horror in years they've produced. But yeah, so those are my thoughts, and I'll catch you guys later. Maybe I'll do something tonight. I don't know. It's cool, but it's not as cold as it was last night. So we'll see what happens. I don't think I'll be hanging out with people, but I may go out and do something on my own. We'll see. Peace.